When they say she get it from her mama, I'ma say you fucking right. Body rude is unpolite. Done be in a humble life. Tell me, is you down? Cause I'm tryna go up tonight. Holding hoochies left and right. I just wanna live in a fantasy.
Hello my independent beauties. Today I'm going to be giving you a lash cluster tutorial. First we're going to start with the lash glue remover. I had just taken off some lashes, so I had the sticky residue still stuck to my natural lash, and I'm going to show you how to flawlessly and seamlessly remove this. First, I add a layer of the lash glue remover to the bottom side of my lashes, and then I get a little bit more product on the wand and I apply it to the top of my lashes. Then I go in with a second layer on both sides because I want this lash glue to slide off like butter. I want all natural lashes to be spared. Then I'm going to proceed to leave the lash remover on for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. Now this spoolie I have is already dirty. It's my designated lash cleaner spoolie. I would get a designated lash cleaner spoolie and just only use it to clean your lashes when they're dirty. Then you're going to roll the spoolie gently through your lashes, slowly brushing out the clumps of lash glue. It helps to hold your skin taut, like you see me doing with my finger, to give you more leverage in being able to get the glue off the lashes. It's quick, it's easy. I move on to my next lash and I continue the same process. So here in this clip, you can see the difference between just rolling it through your eye without holding your skin taut. And you see, it's hard for me to keep my eye closed, and it's easier to do it when your eye is closed. And see, when you hold your skin taut, it naturally closes your eye and it makes it easier for you to roll through without worrying about getting any debris or lashes in your eye, or the brush possibly touching your eyeball. But a reminder, gentleness is key. You want all of your natural lashes to survive this process. So I go pretty slow, just comb it through. But as you can see, the lash glue remover makes that process super easy. It's just sliding off like butter. And for any clumps of glue that are being hard to get off the lashes, you just want to get that clump stuck in one of the bristles as you're rolling it through, and maybe that visualization will help you guys. But see, I tell no lies, that lash is clean, baby. Lash check. Okay, I did that. Yep, no glue on these lashes. Now I'm going to shampoo my lashes. I use a lash shampoo. It's also linked below this video with a lash brush, and I gently brush my lashes, making sure to keep my eyes closed. I go in a sweeping motion. I go upwards and downwards. I try to get under my lashes, on the top of my lashes, just to make sure that it's a completely clean base for my next set. The cleanser is also going to get rid of any excess oils that have come from the lash glue remover. Also, just overall making your next base very clean and the best foundation for adding new glue on top of your lashes and new lashes. Now, last but most important step of cleaning up the lashes, dry your lashes. Use a fan, because if they're wet, the glue won't stick. Now, here's my lash glue. This is also linked below, and it has a bond and a sealer. The bond is going to be your adhesive agent, and the sealer is going to aid the bond in drying very quickly and setting your lashes in. Now, I'm going to do one eye at a time, because if you put the glue on both eyes, and by the time you get back to the other eye, after you do the first one, it'll be like too dry. It'll still be tacky, but it won't have that long lasting adhesive effect. So put glue on one lash first and complete the first eye first. That's key. Pay close attention to the inner and outer corners of your eye. Those are the main places that I've noticed that lash clusters like to fall off of first. Be careful, have a steady hand. You don't want to get the glue on your skin, although you can get it off. These are my favorite brand of lash clusters. These are also linked below. They are in the style volume, and they definitely give volume, baby, okay? Now, when applying your lash clusters, you want to apply them above your lash line. If you do not apply them above your lash line, you will experience irritation. Apply them a little bit above where your eyelash hair begins. Lash clusters should not be uncomfortable. Lash clusters should not be poking you in your eye. Your waterline should not be irritated when wearing your lash clusters. Of course, unless maybe you have a reaction to the type of glue that you're using. But application is key. Try to keep your lash clusters very close next to each other so they can seamlessly blend in and they don't look like lash clusters, because that's our goal. We want our lashes to look like we just went and got our individuals done, okay? If you're going for a different type of style, you can even slightly overlap them if you're looking for something very dramatic, very full, but keep them close regardless. And now you're gonna watch me do the other eye. Mind you, this is just the foundational part of the lashes. I'm gonna be doing something a little bit more dramatic with my lashes. The base that I just did on the other eye is what I would do if I was going for a natural day-to-day look. One technique I do find especially helpful is to place them very low and then kind of drag them up to where they can comfortably sit, and you see me do this in a detailed manner here. Great tweezers with a good grip are another key factor to getting an amazing lash cluster set. The tweezers that I love to use, I have linked below. They work like a charm. If your clusters look like they didn't stick all the way, I usually take the bottom part of my tweezers and lift them up. Also, if you feel like it's too close to your waterline, sometimes I'll take the tip of my tweezers and kind of slide them up, especially while the glue is still wet. Then I take some flat tweezers and I use these to press my lash clusters into my lashes and also the lash glue. This right here is the step to longevity. I have had lash clusters that have lasted me almost to about 2 weeks, and I was unable to have that type of retention until I use this method. And it has to be done with these tweezers right here, or at least these are the most easy. And these are also linked below inside of the description. Now, the pro tip that's going to take you all the way, I don't show it in this video, but I'll take lash sealer and I'll put lash sealer on those tweezers on the inside, and then I'll press down my lashes, and this is also going to stop them from having like a little bit of a tackiness as well. Now I'm going to go in with these individual lash clusters, which are going to volume up my volume. I'm going for dramatic. I'm going for fluffy. I'm going for thick with this eyelash look, okay? So I'm adding these in any areas that have like any spaces, look a little sparse, especially on my inner corners. For me personally, the inner corners of my lashes are not long enough for me to put like the 8mm lash clusters on there, so I prefer to use the individuals. They're smaller, they stick, they're perfect for me. So if you get to your inner corners and you think that the regular lash clusters are a little bit too wide in width for that part of your eye, I highly recommend getting the individual lash clusters, which are also linked below in the description. Sometimes lash clusters will give you a hard time not wanting to stick. The key to that is getting the bend of the lash cluster to match the bend of your lash. And sometimes the problem is it may not be enough glue in that area, or maybe the glue has dried up. So what I'll do is I'll add glue directly on to the lash cluster, or I'll add more glue to the area of my lash that it won't stick to. But be patient with yourself. Take your time. You're playing with sharp objects near your eyes. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it through together, and we're gonna both black our lashes into the sunset. Now I found this lash cluster set that has fans, bottom lashes, and spikes. I found this on TikTok Shop. I'm gonna see if I can find a way to link it below, but this a gold mine, simply. Now this was my first time doing bottom lashes. As you can see, I had just freshly took it out the pack. I got it just for this video, so this is all trial and error for me, but I'm amping up the dramaticness of the lashes right now. I did not get a video of it, but I went back and I took my lash bond and I patted the bottom of my lashes to give a little bit of tackiness for these individuals and spikes to latch onto. I also want to remind you guys, like, get creative with your lashes. Come up with your own lash mats. Allow your creativity to run free with these lashes, because there are an endless amount of possibilities for lash looks that you could do with lash clusters, especially using all of the products that I've linked below. They have some serious variety and range. If you have tried other lash clusters or lash cluster brands, please comment below which styles and brands that you like the most. And if you want to get detailed, tell me why, because I'm always open to trying a new lash cluster style. It keeps it interesting, it keeps it fresh, it keeps it flirty. I love it. And then once I'm done adding my additional lashes, I go back in and clamp in to ensure that longevity, to ensure that they are stuck into that lash glue. Again, sometimes the tweezers do get stuck to the lashes like you see here. Do not panic. Slowly pull up your tweezers. And again, if you want to avoid this, put sealant, the sealant from your glue, onto the tweezers first and then clamp. And now I go in with my final base of sealer to lock in all of the beautiful work that I've done and to ensure ultimate longevity, okay? Because if you're going to walk away with anything from this video, it will definitely be to at least have the skill to keep your lashes on for at least a week. It's happening. It's a thing. And really 2 weeks if you really get your technique right and have the right materials, which for me, the ones linked down in the bio, they won't do you wrong. Now I'm going to start carefully applying my lash bonder on my bottom lashes. You can get that bottom lash action going on, okay? Now the bottom lashes are so small you can barely see them, but boom. I mean, it doesn't get more simpler to that. Find you a single bottom lash and they're thin enough to sit on one bottom lash. I spreaded them out a bit and put them on my shortest lashes when I put the lash bonder on, it does kind of act as a mascara of some sort, and it elongated a lot of my lashes. I will say that I do have longer lashes than average, so I just went in and put them on any lashes that just weren't as long as my other lashes, so a little enhancement. Ooh, I know you see the difference, okay? The bottom lashes make the lash look pop. It's giving just got some eyelash extensions done. It's giving baby lash tech who? Lash tech me. Lastly, you're going to want to seal those bottom lashes so they do not stick to your top lash, please. Ooh, wee, look at that girl. Look at them lashes. Purr. Cute that one, and you can too if you follow this tutorial, okay?